Hello, welcome to Cornwall Chamber Business Partner Podcast. My name is Darren Buckley from Cornwall Chamber of Commerce, and I am the Business Development Manager for Cornwall Chamber of Commerce. In the room today with us, we have Peaky Digital, and we've got Ben Clements, who works for Peaky Digital. So welcome, Ben.
Thanks, Darren. Good to be here.
Good to have you here as well. Fantastic. So what I always like to start off with is, for people out there who don't know who Peaky Digital are, I mean, I know obviously Peaky Digital, and a lot of people, businesses do know who Peaky Digital are. What is Peaky Digital and what do they do?
Yeah, so just to clarify it from the start, Peaky Digital are a digital marketing agency. And where we find that we really kind of excel and specialise is helping brands or businesses through their digital journey. So whether they are trying elements of digital marketing at the moment, they might have a strategy in place already, but possibly they're not quite getting the performance that they'd like to see. That's typically where we come in and support. So we've got a lot of breadth and depth in the team. We're a team of 18 at the moment.
18? Wow.
Yeah, and it's been some rapid growth, particularly in the last couple of years or so. To put it in perspective, I was the fourth member of the team back in September 2020.
Wow.
So then, between then and now, we've really kind of scaled across different areas of digital marketing, but we have core areas that we specialize in. So those being SEO, which is more related to the website, looking at the content, so looking at landing pages, blogs, and making sure that websites can rank as best as they can. That also links to the technical side, so looking more at the back end of the website, making sure that things are in good health, really giving them the best chance to appear on organic search results. We also support with PPC advertising, so that's more around pay-per-click, so things like Google, Bing and Amazon, actually paying for space online. Social media as well, lots of the kind of typical channels you probably expect to hear, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. TikTok is a new one,
I don't know anything about social media.
I leave that to the social media team, to be honest. They're the experts in that field. But we support on paid advertising and organic social media is what we call it. So that's more around the profile posting, engaging with the community is something that we're seeing to be really important at the moment. And then email marketing would be the final sort of core bundle of channels that we support with. And then there's more bespoke stuff like one-off strategies, consultancy we're seeing being really prominent at the moment. So acting as a go-to resource for other businesses to rely on us and check in and almost have that touch point to make sure they're doing things in the right way. And if not, we can guide them through and help them on a more bespoke basis. So lots going on. Never a dull day.
Well, I can imagine. And every day is a different day, I bet, as well, isn't it?
It really is, yeah. So we work with a complete range of businesses across Cornwall and the UK and parts of Europe as well. Although the UK is our
What's the furthest afield you've gone?
We've worked with a client in the US on some Amazon advertising.
That's great.
So that was
Cornish
really
company in the US.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
I know. Yeah, it doesn't happen too often for us, but we do keep ourselves open to conversations around that. Although in saying that, we're really kind of striving to build our business partners in the region and across the county. It's something that we love to do, to support businesses in the local area, to actually get out and see people face to face, have regular catch-ups and things like that is so invaluable. So
of course it is, that contact as well. And where did that journey start? Because I'm also you got 18 people working for you now, and you're doing this amazing work not only in Cornwall but the UK and globally. So where did this journey start? How did it start? Who started it?
Yeah, so I suppose here speaking on behalf of Natalie, really, she's led the way of Peaky Digital. She founded it originally back in 2016. Kind of that story where she was working for a much bigger agency in the Midlands at the time. And then she's decided to go her own way and go freelance, and took a bit of a plunge. And it's clearly worked to what it is today. But it was that kind of bedroom story. Then brought on another member of the team who was a good friend from the previous agency. And Natalie followed her family down to Cornwall, so relocated. And we've since been growing the team around Cornwall, which is great. 18 of us now.
Wow, it's amazing. And you've got new offices in Falmouth, haven't you? Was that near the Maritime Museum, isn't it?
Based in Falmouth, exactly right, next to the Maritime Museum. That's our latest HQ and where we're planning on staying for at least the next kind of 5 years or so.
Fantastic.
We've jumped around a bit in terms of office space. We've always been in the Penryn, Falmouth area. Started off at Fastnet House. Really nice co-working space up there. We've got some great spaces to use. Then we went down to Jubilee Warehouse,
yes,
where we shared an office with Bull and Wolf, who are
yes,
also
Joe.
business partners.
Yeah, that's right.
Joe and Chris and the rest of the team. They were growing, we were growing.
Yeah.
The space got too small, so we were looking for new space, and we found a great new development down in Event Square in Falmouth, which is it's perfect. We saw the Royals, Will and Kate, down there visiting the other week, so
right, yeah.
a bit of a buzz around that,
I can
then
imagine.
all of the restaurants, cafes, you name it. It's just a great buzz over in Falmouth.
And you even had the Selfie King visit you as well.
We did, yeah. You've made an appearance a couple of times, which is nice for you to pop down.
Future King and the Selfie King. So, there you go.
Yeah.
But it's great down there. And I mean, I know I've worked with you guys very, 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 very closely. And one of the things we want to get out of today is, I mean, you really work well with the Chamber of Commerce, and you really collaborate well.
Yeah.
Why would you want to be a business partner of Cornwall Chamber of Commerce?
Yeah, sure. So we've been business partners for as long as I've been at Peaky, so for the last almost 2.5 years. And it's something that I've grown to just know that we have the support in place. And it really is that kind of partnership for us. Yeah. It's being able to have access to different segments across the county that we might not necessarily get into without being part of the chamber. Yeah. So for me personally, the breakfasts are brilliant, not just for the food itself, but I always find the talks really insightful and interesting. Yeah. And it's a nice way to branch out around Cornwall, because we are in Falmouth, but obviously there's lots more to Cornwall than just Falmouth. So to have that extended reach, yes, to be able to go to places like the Eden Project for the events that are put on there is fantastic. And that constant flow of, you know what you're going to expect when you go to a chamber breakfast, and they do not disappoint as well. So just to give a little plug there, they really are great. But it's not just the breakfast either. I went along to the partner wine tasting night at Old Chapel Cellars, and
I missed that.
You missed out on a good one. I have to say it was really good fun.
I know Kim enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And you had to put the masks on as well, didn't you?
We did it blindfolded, which was an interesting experience. But the story behind it is fantastic, and if you get the chance to find out what it's all about, then definitely look out for that one. But so obviously you've got your regular events, the innovation as well, I would say. So thinking outside of the box, obviously the wine tasting is a bit of a different one. The surf networking as well. Net
swimming.
Net swimming, all of those kind of different. It makes it kind of informal in a way, and more of just a catch up and putting faces to names, and that's definitely what we love about it, for sure.
I think with Kim and the team as well, what we're trying to do, we're trying to bring the chamber into the 21st century. We're trying to make it more modern and more appealing, not only to the older generation but the younger generation as well. But so putting those kind of events on is going to really help and support those young people coming into business now and thinking, they might have their own perceptions of the chamber, like it might be men in grey suits sort of thing. But if you look at any event you go to now, a breakfast event, lunch event, whatever it may be, the generation gap is huge. So many generations in there now. We've got the young people, and we've got the older people, and they're mixing together, and they're collaborating, and which you do very, very well with the chamber, and really thankful of that as well. And
definitely.
So it's been great interviewing you today. It's been great to hear a little bit about Peaky Digital. Always good to meet you, Ben. I've met you at a lot of events, and again, I've said to every business partner we've had here interviewed in the podcast is thank you for your business partnership, because without you, we wouldn't be here. Without our members, we wouldn't be here as an organisation. So we really appreciate your support. Thank you, to Nat. So when Nat sees this, thank you, Nat.
Yeah.
And thank you, Ben, for coming today, and really appreciate your time. And long may this continue.
Definitely. Cheers, Darren.
Cheers.
Thank you.